Alright guys, welcome back. Another video. Me and Hate Vegan, we're just going to be doing some story times, just my stories. There's going to be some stories on Jay's channel later, out tonight, maybe tomorrow. So I'll link that in the description once it's out. Make sure to subscribe guys. Hope you enjoy. Story time. Let's see. First story, Jay. You ready? You ready for the story? Alright, so Virginia, I used to live there. Me and Chris and Jack and Anderson were our neighbors right next to us. Me, Chris, and Jack and Anderson, we were walking through the woods, and there was this other kid that we sometimes hung out with. He had like a machete. He was kind of scary, to be honest. We didn't really trust him.
One day.
Yeah, he just walked around with a machete through the woods. But one day, he was like getting mad at us because we would build like forts in the woods, you know, as all kids would. You know what? I actually have a picture. I'll pull up a picture right now. Yeah, it was a pretty cool fort. And then one day yeah, he got mad at us. Forgot about that. He got mad at us because of the forts they were building. He was like jealous probably because, you know, forts were so awesome.
Yeah.
And he wanted to have like a fort building contest thing where like we set up into rival teams. There were other kids in the neighborhood that played with us, so we just set up into rival teams. And his team was like him, and there was this kid named Eli, and there's this other kid. I don't know the other guy. I think it was Mark. Mark was on our team actually. Jack Anderson, Chris, and Mark were all on my team. And then he had these two girls. I don't know their names though. On his team too.
Dang.
But since the meeting spot, which is where we like first started off doing the challenges, the meeting spot was kind of far from my house. Like I say, a good 5-minute walk through the woods.
Yeah.
We wanted to build our fort near our house so that one, he wouldn't find it and he wouldn't destroy it, and two, so that it's just easier for us, you know. So that's exactly what we did. Oh, there's a Queen Jet here, by the way. That's exactly what we did. We built it like under this bridge that we had near our house. Here, you know, some minis. We had this like little bridge. We built it kind of under it, and we kind of forgot about it for a little bit. But we had it under the bridge. It was pretty cool. It actually looked pretty nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot about this part of the story. So, when we first started doing the whole fort challenge, we both went separate ways and like started off on the same day. We like met up as groups and we just left. But when we met up, I was kind of leader of my group, and the guy with the what's it called? The guy with the machete was leader of his group. Let's call him. I don't know his name. Let's call him Tyler. Let's call him Tyler.
Yeah.
So Tyler. Crap. Yeah, there we go. Tyler. When we were leaving, there was like this board, a piece of wood under my ball sack. It was like on the ground, but half of it was leaning under my ball sack. And my pee-pee. And he thought it would be funny when we left to slam the board with his foot, and it slung up and hit my ball sack. And at first, you know, I acted tough because I was the leader and I had to. But then as soon as we walked away from him, I screamed "fuck" because it really hurt. Like my stomach was, oh my god, it's way worse than getting pregnant, you know.
Yeah.
It was bad, but we forgot about the fort. But let's go back to the fort. We forgot about it for so long, and we came back to it one day, and it was just, we saw them destroying it. Actually, we were walking through the woods, we saw people destroying it, and it was we were like, what the fuck? No, it was Mark destroyed it. Mark was not on our team because he was the one destroying it. And I was pissed at Mark. I was like, what the fuck, Mark? Holy crap, shark. Anyway, so Mark was like, sorry guys, I thought you were still doing this battle even though we ended it like a while ago. We both kind of came to an agreement to end it. AJ, I call that legendary thing I just shot out of that thing.
Mike.
Thing. Oh man, you took it. Wow.
It's the Tony Stark gun.
Oh, there's a person here. JJ person here. I'm talking to there's a person. I got him, don't worry. I'm the best in the game. So anyway, we forgot about it. He destroyed it. That was that. It was pretty cool times though. Remember the times we had. Fun times.
Uh-huh.
I actually remember that story because you were like, you asked me if I wanted to help you record a story video,
Oh, what the?
and it reminded me of when I was telling that. What?
I searched that.
Oh, and it reminded me of when I was telling that story to Eli. No, not Eli. Oh crap! People right in front of me. I told the story to. I remember Chris.
And what's that? I'm weak.
Be careful, Jim. If only my bloom wasn't ass. I hit one for 70. I don't know. I hit him with a grenade.
That guy.
Don't shoot my builds. Don't shoot my builds out.
Oh,
Guy in
come
the
on,
brick
stop
was
it.
weak.
The guy in the back that I'm shooting at is weak. He just healed.
Got them both. There's more people, by the way.
Yeah, I can tell.
I picked up one by accident. Here, I'm gonna go grab these band-aids over here.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you know who they were? Like, did I tell you their names at least?
No.
Oh,
Just say,
it was
oh, this
Justin.
kid's hadn't. Yeah.
He lived directly next to me. I remember he had like a big red truck. But his name was Justin. He was like my best friend growing up. He had diabetes actually, because I remember one day he had this like diabetic. He went to this like diabetic camp, and he could invite somebody to hang out with him for a day. So I got invited. So that was pretty decent, kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Justin. We got Blake. We are like, I don't know. My family was friends with his family like a lot, so we kind of hung out with him a bunch. Jam, I go to Risky. He was pretty cool. He moved away like shortly after. He moved to Florida actually. I saw him kind of like like 3 years ago. It's been a while, but I saw him in Florida. We went down and visited him. Pretty cool.
Oh. Yeah.
He was actually grounded, so I only got to meet his parents, and I said hi to him for like a second. But he's been doing really bad things at school apparently. So that's
Drugs.
not good. I mean, I don't know. They didn't tell me everything, but I could only assume.
Not dead.
I need to make it. Oh, there's a campfire over here. Let's go take that. But so that's Blake. I don't really know any. He likes Skyland. We all like Skylanders, so it's not like that's saying something. But our whole friend group likes Skylanders. Beyblades too.
Uh huh.
You know what? Actually, I might be able to get a picture of the Beyblades I had and put that up on screen. Because I had Beyblades and I gave them to Aiden. Do you know Aiden?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Aiden
right.
Wright is his name. Yeah. But we were like best friends, and I gave him my Beyblades. We played. I could still play at his house. But people
Did you say let it rip?
Of course, I'm shaking him down. Yeah. So we have to. Okay, I'll finish talking about the people. There's also Sean.
Uh huh. Shawn Mendes.
No. The guy's here, Jay. I guess he's speed 6. But there's also Sean. He played Beyblades too, just like all the other kids.
Mhm.
Actually, my family and his family went on fishing trips to Rhode Island. It's a beach in North Carolina. It's not Rhode Island.
Oh.
but the name is similar. I killed this guy.
Oh dang.
The name's similar to Red Island. It's not called Red Island. It's like, I really can't remember the name right now, but it's pretty cool. I'll tell that story another day.
Okay.
So yeah, he was pretty cool too. We hung out with his family a lot. He actually, I'll tell. Man, I have a bunch of Sean stories. I'll tell those for one day.
Just Dr. Doom, guys.
Where at?
Oh, there somewhere. They're firing at me.
So what else? Who else is in my neighborhood? Crap! In front of me and to the right of me. In front of me to the right. Knocked one. There's still one to the right though.
This one's trying to snipe. Alright, he's not there anymore.
I'm shaking down to see me. Crap! I'm getting JJ. Help! JJ.
He jumped.
Don't kill him. I got Jay.
You already struck him down. He already
I
built.
know, but once we can shake him down again. LMG. Yeah, I don't need any of that. You should probably take that big pot. So what's for, who was I talking about? This is another kid. I don't know this kid's name. No, we already talked about Sean. But there was a. I'm guessing this guy's up there.
Yeah, he's up there.
There's another kid. I don't know his name, but he lived like really close to my house.
Yeah. So where he went?
Like across my house, I'd say. It was very close.
Oh.
It was pretty. He was pretty cool. We didn't hang out with him much. He was older than me. Justin was 1 year older than me. Sean was like 2 years, and I was the youngest out of everybody. But I was still pretty cool.
How is
I
he
have a bunch of
flying?
stories with those guys.
Yeah.
Because he has the Doctor Doom thing.
Well, I have the
He
Doctor
has high
Doom.
ground. Yeah, but you don't have the same one he does. I'm gonna build up and then bounce up. Okay, I fell. Let me get back to my bouncer.
Ah!
I saw that, my beat. Well, I'm up here. I don't see this guy.
Hit him?
Okay. So that kid was pretty cool. Who else was there? Sean, that kid. I don't know his name. There's people. I see where like everyone is basically.
Yeah, but I don't have mats.
Use my bouncers, then they'll bring you up if you use it correctly. Justin, Sean, Blake. I already talked about Blake. What was that kid's name? There was this kid with the one hand, or
John.
not one hand. He had nubs actually.
Oh.
Both his hands, I want to say. Like you know what that is, right, Jay? Like when you don't have any fingers.
Yep. I just say
There's
he's
2 people
disabled.
there, and 1 person over there. Well, yeah, but I'm gonna explain it because there might be other stories where you need to know about his disability. You know.
I don't think taking high ground isn't a thing now, so we gotta head down.
Yeah. So there was him, and then there was what? There was this girl. My house was like across from the cul-de-sac, and this girl lived really close to it. And we hung out with her a lot. She liked Spider-Man a lot,
Chris?
just like Justin did.
Oh my.
Knocked one. Where at?
Being double team. All 4 sides.
No.
There's one team over there and one team from both sides, unless you already killed them all.
Fudge! I built. Alright, I didn't build, but no, I did build. What the frick? Alright. I'll do the story once I get to it. Let's finish the story, okay?
Alright.
So those people, that was basically it. There were like 5 or 6 kids that were like close friends there. We all lived by this like the woods in our backyard. There was like this river that we were told not to cross by our parents because I don't know, it was on the other side of it, but we were just told not to cross it. And as a kid, I listened and did not ever cross it. But we built like little trails in the woods. There were some pretty fun stories.
Yeah.
But one night we were all by the, cause we had a campfire in our backyard, like near the water. We were by the campfire, and we all went to the water. So I just kind of followed them, and I saw this fish. It was just a skull, like that's all it was the skeleton of the fish. But the fins were moving, and it was moving upstream. And nobody else saw it, even though we were all staring at the fish. And nobody else saw it. They were all looking at a snake, and I was the only one that looked at that. And then nobody else believed me.
You could have
But I
took a
swear
picture.
I saw a dead fish actually moving. I had a DS back then, Jay. A DS and a Wii. A DS was the only thing I could have taken a picture with, and it would not have been able to take a picture at night. iPhone was like, what, barely out back then. My parents didn't have an iPhone. We had a old MacBook, I think.
Yep.
Skylanders wasn't even popular like when that story was out. That was just Beyblades, and then Skylanders was after Beyblades.
Yeah.
Nerf guns.
I had a iPhone 4 when that was happening. I had to play Minecraft on a Samsung thing.
Alright guys, well that's it for today.
I'm falling apart, no, I can't keep it together. If I gave you my heart, then you can keep it forever. Baby, if I take this pill, then I'll be sleeping forever. Damn, I love my narcotics. Loving you is hypnotic, yeah. I'm falling apart, no, I can't keep it together. If I gave you my heart, then you can keep it forever. Baby, if I take this pill, then I'll be sleeping forever. Damn, I love my narcotics. Loving you is hypnotic, yeah.